I am Batman. I mean, Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here. Welcome to another episode of Learning to Snipe in Battlefield Hardline. For those of you that are new to this channel or this series, this is a little mini-series I do on YouTube, basically where I share my experiences learning to snipe in Battlefield Hardline with you guys, hoping that it will be entertaining and help you guys get better at sniping and just improve your overall experience with Battlefield Hardline sniping. So this is for sniper enthusiasts. For those of you that have already been subscribed and have been watching, you guys are awesome. Keep it up. I promise you someday there will be tacos. It might be sooner than you think. So like I said before, if you don't like tacos, you're pretty much a communist. Make sure you agree with me in the comments, otherwise you're communist. Okay, enough of that. Enough about tacos. Oh, God, I could use a taco, but enough of that. Alright, so we're playing Hotwire. And I know I titled this episode Having Fun, and that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. Sometimes you just have to go out there and just, you know, do whatever you got to do to have fun. And playing competitively all the time is just a little... it's a little stressful. And you guys know, if for you guys that have seen me play before, you know that I'm not a competitive player. I just like to play to have fun. I find that I get my highest scoring gameplays, the best clips to show you guys when I'm just out there having a good time. When I say have fun, I don't mean go out there and be like a Call of Duty noob or something like that, where you just run around and try and quick scope all day. And don't bring that crap into Battlefield. You know, that's that. Let's leave that in Call of Duty. But just have fun. And one of the best ways I've found to have fun is playing Hotwire. And for you guys that watch me live stream and have been watching my channel, you already know that Hotwire is like my favorite game mode of all time. It is what I have found. You know, Call of Duty was getting real boring and it was real crappy with the last two releases, Ghost and Advanced Warfare. So I started playing Battlefield Hardline, thought it was great, learned to snipe. After, you know, several hundred hours of, you know, in-game play, learning to snipe and having a good time, it did start to get a little boring because all I was playing was like Team Deathmatch and Conquest and game modes like that. And then I decided to give Hotwire a try, and I have never gone back. I still go play those game modes all the time, but Hotwire is now my main game mode. I like to switch between Hotwire and Team Deathmatch in Battlefield Hardline. Maybe I'll get into Conquest a little later, but that's a discussion for another time. Why I like Hotwire? Because you can drive around and kill shit. I'm totally serious. If you like to play video games to kill shit, then this is a game mode for you. Not only can you jump out and snipe people, or if you really have to, you can camp somewhere and snipe people, even though you really don't have to do that in Battlefield Hardline. You can if you want. But you can drive this car around, jump out, snipe people, hit them with your secondary, pick up a rocket launcher, jump out, and rocket launch their cars. Oh my God! I mean, what could be more fun than that? You know what I mean? This is definitely an amazing game mode, and I don't know. I just have so much fun playing it. It is like a huge stress reliever, especially if you're getting bored. You know, if you're playing a video game so long that you get bored and you just need to do something a little different, get into Hotwire mode and just drive a car around and run some people over. You'd be amazed at how much better you'll feel about your life after you run a motherfucker over. And you can quote me on that. Let's not bring this into real life. I am talking about video games here. I don't need any psychos going out and running people over and shit and being in the courtroom saying, oh man, Average Sniper told me, you know, if I was stressed out and depressed about my life to go out and run some motherfuckers over. Don't do that. Go eat a taco, bro. You need tacos. Tacos will cure everything, you communist. Alright, sorry. So here we go. Back to the gameplay. I got a little sidetracked talking about tacos and all that other shit, but we are back to the gameplay here. Quick scope that guy, totally biffed it, and had to finish him with my secondary. So as you can see, I've been rolling around with a SMAW and RPG. My plan is to find some unsuspecting victims to totally obliterate off the face of the earth. And by the earth I mean Battlefield, and by victims I mean whatever team. Cops or criminals, I'm gonna shoot them. I don't care. If they can be shot, they're getting shot. So you notice how I'm not rolling around in an objective car all the time. That's because my team's winning. I roll around in an objective car when I need to get a score, but if my team is winning, I like to stay a little low-key, not being in an objective car so the enemy just, you know, can't see where I am. I like to turn on some good tunes. I got the Battlefield Friends song in here, riding around town with my Jeep stuff. By the way, if you guys don't watch Battlefield Friends, go check it out. You know, I don't even have anything to do with Battlefield Friends, but I'm promoting it because it's amazing. And before I even played Battlefield, I was watching Battlefield Friends. Go on YouTube and search for that shit. It's a hilarious animated show about these dudes that play Battlefield. So yeah, most of you probably know what that is, because just about everybody that plays Battlefield knows who Neebs is and Battlefield friends. So check that shit out. Back to this gameplay. Again, I got sidetracked. I need tacos in my life, and that's all I'm gonna say. So. Oh my god, if you guys have not experienced the fun and joy of riding around, running people over, jumping out, and blowing the other motherfucker up that's in the road, then you basically have not lived. You have not lived, because this is the game mode that just, you know, it can turn a bad day into a good day, even if you're not having that great of games, because you know the games aren't always this good where you just run around and killing everybody. But Hotwire is a game mode where you can actually still have a good time getting killed. Now don't get me wrong, there's bullshit in every game mode, you know, that might make you mad, but there's probably the least of it in Hotwire. Unless you can't if you can't stand getting blown up by RPGs and SMAWs and shit, then you might want to just stop watching now, because if you get into Hotwire, that's definitely going to happen. You're going to get blown up by a SMAW or an RPG. There's no avoiding that. But if you're the one doing most of the blowing up, you know, that's cool too. Oh, don't be a dick and don't camp on the spawn. I can't stand it when people come into Hotwire with breaching charges and shit and just camp the spawn. You know, it's like, bro, play the game. And maybe you've caught me once or twice, you know, sitting on the enemy spawn with an RPG, but it's not like I'm sitting there the whole game. It's more like I just found myself there, or we might happen to be playing downtown, which you can accidentally spawn trap somebody on downtown, you know what I'm saying? If you played Hotwire before, you know how the downtown spawns work, and it can be easily accidentally spawn trap someone. Look at this helicopter. It's just hovering there, just waiting to get small. Boom! That is the best. That is the best right there, when you can smack a helicopter right out of the air with a SMAW. That is just, nothing beats that feeling, except maybe running over 2 or 3 people at a time. God, do I sound like a fucking psychopath sometimes? I feel like sometimes when I talk, I sound like a complete psychopath. Like if somebody was listening to me talk and had no idea I was talking about a video game, they'd be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Somebody needs to institutionalize this man. Oh, but alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Gameplay's coming to an end. I know there wasn't like an insane amount of sniping in this one, but I just wanted to explain to you guys how to have the most fun playing. So join my server, Xbox One, like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe or die, motherfucker!